It's still raining, but we're going to try a new band, and this has become highly requested from some other people who tend to like Neo. So my hope is that it doesn't sound just like Neo, but we'll find out. So I got to start diving into some of these new bands. Devin Townsend will be coming next week. So in the comments below, please start listing some more Devin Townsend things that you want me to listen to. I'll also go back to the old videos and check out some of the comments. But I've already listened to Kingdom and Mighty Masturbator. So give me some more good Devin Townsend stuff based on what I like. You know, kind of, you can tell my style, especially if you watched the last video on Neo, which you can see right here in the card. Go watch that so you can see kind of my ideas about what I think about what I prefer with music. So what we're going to listen to right now, I'm going to say it in two different ways to cover all my bases. I'm going to say it the hick American way, Be lakor. Can I get some Be lakor? Some quesadillas and fajitas? And I'm going to say it what I think it's supposed to sound like, which would probably be more French or something, which would be Be lakor. Be lakor. That's who we're going to listen to right now, and this song has become highly requested. So they said it's kind of like everything, and they said it's a mix of everything, melodic, progressive, and that kind of stuff, which I like. Different styles, and see how good they can mesh them together. Music to me is supposed to be a ride. It's supposed to take you on a journey. Now that doesn't mean you have to like take as many like different types of music and put it into one song, but it's got to be emotional. It's got to be a rise and fall, just like a story. If a story doesn't have a rise and fall, it's not going to be as good of a story. So music, let's see how this Be lakor. I hope I don't sound like a total douchebag when I say that. There's supposed to be another Aussie band, I think is what they were saying. So we'll see what these Aussie boys have to put out, maybe girls if this is a girl band too. And I'm excited to hear it. Let's go. Like that deep guitar. It's a little more progressive. Don't hear blast beats yet. Like that offbeat. Ooh, take that like hammer down. That was a good transition. See, that was perfect. I feel like I'm listening to Star Spangled Banner. Jimi Hendrix? I like this. It's building. Driftwood to blood from the ember. Yeah, not liking this part too much. Oh. Mostly because it's screaming again. Cool melody. I like the melody. Okay, now the composition here is good. Take out the screaming or the growling. I'm liking the composition of the music. Got some changes in here, different tempos. Still on the heavy side. What he could have known was the blight of the bone. Kind of weird. Ebb and flow. Yep, goes back to that foundation. I've talked about getting into a foundation, a little bit of repetition in the song, but not too much. This has gone back. Nice switch there. Bah. Nice acoustic. Yeah, this definitely, the commenters were right. This definitely has some good switches, melodies, differences thrown in there, but keeps coming back to the, at least, core. I like that guitar. I'm trying not to look at the words, because then it'll take, I can't focus on both. It's hard. That'll be like on a second or third listen. I want to focus mostly on the music right now. The smoke of many fires. This gives me like an altar bridge feeling without the singing. The kind of writing. That higher guitar part is like something altar bridge would do, or a Creed. Or just Mark Tremonti. Do I like? Nice. Ooh, nice switch. I'll give these guys an A for transitions. They're doing good at like switching from part to part in a clean sort of way. That was very clean transition. It wasn't abrupt, forced. Like that guitar melody over top. See, good build, starting to make me feel it. I'd actually like it to end this way, but there's like a minute 30 left, so I doubt it's going to end this way. But this would be like a good fade out part. We'll see how they transition from this, if they do. Back to heavy. The heart of the blaze, awareness. Resolve. Seems very philosophical. Lots of deeper words they're using in their lyrics intertwined. I'll have to read this later. How are they going to end this? This is interesting. Ooh, fade out. Good. Dissolved. All right, so as I said in the actual song, I give these guys an A for their transitions. Those transitions were really, really well done. They mixed up some different melodies and parts into something that molded into a song that had like a beginning, a middle, and an end, which is great storytelling. And it fit. The transitions were natural feeling to me anyway. And I would say that that was definitely what the commenters were saying was going to happen in this music, that it was like hitting different melodies and different kinds of ideas, motifs, as you will. And they did a good job at like connecting those parts. And I think that that is really difficult for a lot of bands to do, which is why a lot of bands, I don't think, try it, because it's more difficult to do and to do it smoothly. And this song anyway, The Smoke of Many Fires, did it well. The only thing that I would say I didn't really like about the song was, again, I'm not into screaming. It looked like the lyrics. I got to go back and look at the lyrics. I always say this to people on my channel. On a first listen, there's a variety of things to be listening for. And on the totem pole of priority for me, lyrics and the voice is kind of like on the lower end, because I care more about the musicality of the instruments, and that's just a preference of mine. So on a first listen, you gotta prioritize, because it's impossible on a first listen for you to hear everything and catch everything. So if I just focus on the lyrics and the singing and what the message is, I'll miss a lot of the things that are going on in the music. If I listen to the music, which is what I like to do, I'm going to miss things that are going on in the lyrics and the melody and stuff like that. So that'll come later for me, because I think that's less important for me when it comes to music that I like. More important is the connection of the transitions, the melodies and stuff like that. So that's why I was listening to that first, and I think they did that great. But I'm not into screaming. I think I would love it if they did those exact same kind of lyrics and kind of thoughts and kind of melodies with clean voice. I mean, I think that's the one big deterrent for me when it comes to metal, and like maybe if you want to call it death metal, whatever you call it, it's just I prefer clean vocals and intelligible words that you can, I don't know, I just feel like it's more, I think I can't really comment on the difficulty or how hard it is to scream and how hard it is to growl in music, because I've never done it and I've never really cared for it. And I'm not saying it's not talented, but I think it's more talent to actually sing melodies and songs in a clean voice than it is to, it's kind of like in Broadway musicals. Like for me, when I listen to Broadway, the kind of Broadway singers that use a lot of vibrato, almost operatic vibrato, I don't think is as good as people who have a clear non-vibrato, holding the note. I think that's much harder to do than someone who's like flittering, because the flittering goes, you know, up and down from the note. I think it just takes more talent in this case. I think singing without screaming or growling takes more talent than growling, but I'm not saying that doesn't mean growling is not talented. It's just not, it's definitely not my preference either. So yeah, I'm actually interested in listening to more of these guys. Is there any music that these guys do that is non-growling, that is clean vocals? Because I prefer clean vocals over growling. Other than that, I thought the song itself was great. I need to go back and look at the lyrics and see what they actually are saying in the message of the song, so I'll do that after I finish this. But thank you, that's a good new band to listen to, and I'll be looking for more requests from them if it's, you know, again, this is a first time listening to this band. Does every song that they do sound like this? Because if it does, I'm probably not going to be into it that much, because I'm not into just one song being repeated in different songs, the same style, same idea. That's one of the reasons that I think Rush and Dream Theater and now Symphony X more is the kind of bands that I prefer and that I like, because all of their songs pretty much sound different even though they're in the same genre. I mean, they can do songs that are like completely pop art songs that you would hear on the radio, and then they can do these heavy ass, like hard, difficult, progressive, rocky things. That to me is amazing, because they're hitting all of the genres, and they don't, one song, they sound maybe similar sometimes, but one song never sounds the same. And that's what I find with death metal, and maybe this kind of, I'm just hoping that this band doesn't turn into that, this song being replayed over and over again, and they're different, and that's the album. Do they have different songs that are more melodic, clean vocals? If they do, please suggest those, because what I heard this time, I like. I think this is good, as long as I don't hear it every time from every song from them. Alright, so next is Devin Townsend. Leave comments in the below for what Devin Townsend song you want me to listen to next. I'm excited to get to him, because so far his songs have sound pretty different and distinct from each other, and I like that. So as always, like and subscribe up here, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.